overall, how satisfying is that to come out for what happened in the first half?
Yeah, of course. I think, yeah, obviously the result is satisfying, but that we had to show a different type of performance today. And I think while we had a full complement of players, I think we played some excellent.
Well done.
Cheers.
Mark, just overall, how satisfying is that to come out for what happened in the first half?
Yeah, of course. I think, yeah, obviously the result is satisfying, but that we had to show a different type of performance today. And I think while we had a full complement of players, I think we played some excellent football. We set our intention very, very early on and scored 2 wonderful goals, and then you saw the flip side to the game, and the boys really dug in and worked hard, and that's what we require of them all the time. It was just a sort of a different version of us today.
Because like last weekend, you gut punched MacArthur, to then come around, less than a week later, and sort of, I guess, take another blow with the red card. To see the boys sort of dig deep and like that must be really satisfying.
Yeah, absolutely, and there was obviously reasons for last week in terms of our defensive sort of weaknesses. Obviously, we were always chasing the game last week. That's an area we need to get better in. Even when we're chasing, we know we're going to create opportunities, so we need to stay compact. And I knew we had that understanding, and it was just down to them today to really dig in and show that. And look, we know that this journey is a long way from ending, and it's part of it. What they did today, they showed the character that they have.
How did you feel about how you were able to limit Auckland when you were playing Milligan on 10?
Yeah, we were good. We were compact. Obviously, we had to shift a few things a couple of times. They made some changes with personnel. Obviously, Sakai coming on, that's their leader and a fantastic player as well. So they were getting some joy down that right-hand side. And look, as I said, all the players just had to make sacrifices today. And, we made changes at half-time to try to freshen things up. Xavier worked extremely hard for us in a short period of time. And again, we wanted to change formation to sort of be able to combat that and maybe still create that opportunity. I thought we would create 1 or 2 opportunities with the way that they were going to obviously have to come out, and the longer the game went on. So.
And just speaking of that, I guess you got Max and you've got and Lachlan. Lachlan's got a goal at the end, but when you were playing with 10 men, they were excellent outlets.
Yeah.
The work that they put in really stood out.
Yeah, absolutely, and obviously, we faced a lot of adversity today. Losing Alex so early on, is hard to deal with as a team as well. And then you use that window for a change, and then you go down to 10 men, so you lose that. So, like I said, but it's about how they manage the game. We speak a lot about with the ball, they need to make this theirs. And I think over the last month we've started to really see the football become theirs, and they take ownership for it. And it's the same today. They had to take responsibility for that. We give them the structure, but they go out and execute. It's just our idea. They're the ones that are getting shifted around. They're the ones that have to dig in, and away from home after a long trip. Like I said, I see these boys every day. I see what they're capable of. People just get to see it on the weekend. It's now just finding that balance and doing it consistently.
Speaking of last month, I think it was literally 32 days since you were last sort of sat here and had a game around in the middle. Just to come here to New Zealand 3 times and go away with 9 points from those 3 matches. That's I think it's probably. Does it feel like these matches have been a big sort of help for this team in terms of its
absolutely, and look, with a young group as well, it's nice being able to get them away and make sure they're doing the right things, and they all try to do the right things, but it's a learning experience for them as well, how to travel, how to prepare, how to get the best out of themselves. And so when you get them away like this, people like Chris, our SNC, and Justin, our physio, really get to help teach that part of the game and that part of being a professional. And they take these, we have to show them these things, because a lot of them they don't know unless they're shown.
What is it about your team in Auckland, the way you said you got the better of it twice?
Yeah, look, we know Auckland's an extremely good team, and in that sense, I've always felt throughout my career, sometimes when you play against a really good team, it's a little bit easier because you know what they're going to do because they're good players. Yeah, they stick to their structures, they're disciplined, they do the right thing, and I think it's a good matchup for us because we want to be aggressive and we want to be on the front foot, and we know that, like I said, they're going to give as well, but it's having an understanding of they win games because they're disciplined in what they do. Yeah, so we know what's coming. If we're able to be good at what we do and combat what they do, then you're half a chance. It's about being brave, mate.
Have you seen your team defend better?
Not in a game. They haven't been put under that adversity yet. Like I said, I knew they had that in them, that resilience, that determination, because I know that this group, and again, this is not led by me or my coaching staff, the culture in this team is driven by them.
And the crowd, and there's also been comments online, didn't like a lot of the time wasting. I know you played.
Mate, that's fine, but have you watched any of our games since the beginning? Yeah. No, not at all. Because, like I said, if you go back and watch our games since the beginning of the league, that's what we face every single week. And like I said, we're down to 10 men, and when we're playing advantages for offside and we only have 10 men, when you could give a free kick, they're going to be tired, mate. And at no point is any information to our team. We want to maximise every minute in a game. Every single minute, because we want to score goals. We want to score goals like we scored in the first half. We want every minute available to score goals. Players with a lesser man playing against a very, very good Auckland side are going to do everything they can to work hard, and they're going to get tired. That's part of the game.
It's not analytics, just how big of a concern is that?
It's a big concern. We obviously need to look into it more when we get home, but early signs aren't great. Thank you.